Hi, my name is Olivia Hodgson, and I'm going to be talking to you all today about anxiety, what it's like to live with. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe. Oh, that's nice. My computer just said it's about to die. Let's see if I can make this video before it does. Probably won't be able to, but let's try. If it does, I'm still going to add this clip at the beginning because I think it's funny. Anyway, when you see most people don't understand anxiety. They're like, isn't it just stress? Stress and anxiety are like on two different levels. Here is stress. Here is anxiety. Can't even see it on my camera, it's so high. Let's drop it down a little bit. They're two different. Stress is when you're worried about an exam and you're just kind of stressing about it. Just be like, you just take that deep sigh and you're like, just need to get this done. It's just a little stress. It's not the big of a deal. Anxiety, you can feel it bubbling up in your chest like boiling water. So that's a great example for you all. So when you're watching water boil, it starts really low and it just kind of starts to bubble. Small little bubbles start bubbling up. And then all of a sudden, if you do not turn the water down before it gets too hot, before it boils, it'll boil over. That's what it's like with anxiety. When let's just say you're in class and a professor starts talking about something that can totally trigger you. All of a sudden, instead of focusing on the content, you're focusing on the inside of your thoughts. You're focusing on your heart beating fast. You're focusing on that feeling of a weight pushing down on your chest, smushing it as hard as you can. That's what it feels like most days with people with anxiety. And if you're in class, you can't just get up and leave every time you get anxious, because then you'll fail. You won't do well, which causes more anxiety, which causes everything to build up. See what I'm saying here? So anxiety isn't just a little bit of stress. Stress can build just like anxiety, but the difference is the levels of it. Some people with anxiety, it just doesn't go away. There are days where it'll just kind of linger. It'll do this little thing. It's like pain that just kind of doesn't ever go away, if that makes sense. So let's just say you have someone with a knee problem and they just has that lingering pain that just kind of it's not stinging, but it's just this long lasting pain. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is like with anxiety. It just kind of lingers and lingers, and then when it feels like it goes away. So people with anxiety, they can't just leave class. They can't just go back to bed, because if they do, their entire life will turn up to a bomb, causing more anxiety, causing everything to just have a trickle effect. With me, there are a lot of days where I have a lot of anxiety, and I'm just kind of like over the years, I've had severe anxiety disorder since I was about 11, I think, 6th grade, about then. I hope I'm right. But if I'm not, I've had it a long time. So when I first started, I'd leave class. I wouldn't be able to stay in class because I was just so dreadfully anxious. I couldn't handle it. My body just wasn't able to deal with it, because before, I would have a little bit of anxiety growing up, but my family didn't realize that's what it was. So, yeah, you know what I mean. And the thing is, to make it worse, when I was in middle school, the kids are so rude, and I've noticed that more and more over the years. They're no matter what elementary school, middle school, and high school, people are mean. People are cruel, and that makes it harder for people with anxiety, because it's not like they can just take an ibuprofen like people with knee pain to make it go away. It's just kind of there. And even if you take medication for your anxiety, the medication lowers the level of intensity of anxiety. It doesn't get rid of it, if that makes sense. Maybe you won't have it every day, and if you take medication, it'll just have it for 10-15 minutes out of your day, or an hour a day, or something. You won't be stressed as often, or the intensity of your anxiety won't be intolerable. But it still is there. People who have severe anxiety like me, I think about, even though you take medication for anxiety, and even though you do all these things to prevent anxiety, for me it's tolerable. And when I think about it, I'm like, well, if I put all this into someone else's body, it wouldn't be tolerable. But then I just kind of have to push that thought away because I'm just like, I'm saying the word like a lot, and I've been trying to work on that. So I'm going to try again. I really have to think. I'm going to turn the lemons that I have in my hand into lemonade, because this anxiety will push me through and make me a better person. It'll push me through to make me realize, okay, my life isn't horrible. There are people who don't have legs. There are people who have chronic pain all the time. There are people who are paralyzed from the waist down. There are quadriplegics. You get the point. There are so many people who are far worse off than me, which is where I come to my understanding. Me and my anxiety have an understanding, I've noticed. I will deal with it, but it can't bother me when I have a test. But with all joking aside, people who have anxiety or people who think they have anxiety, there are so many different tricks and tips to help you keep calm and lower your anxiety level. Some of them work, some of them don't. Like the deep breathing, does nothing for me. Nope, doesn't do anything. Calming music sometimes will help me. Trying to think. Certain smells, like essential oils, certain smells from essential oils, I like that, the smell of them. Candles, I love the smell of candles. So things that are calming. Like for me, I love like when I'm, it's not something I can do when I'm in class, but I love laying in my bed with all the blankets on top of me, the weight and pressure, because I have Asperger's, which I've said in another video about me having autism. That is a normal thing with people who have a type of autism. They love pressure. They love the pressure of weighted down blankets. So even if you don't have autism, that would be a great thing for you. If you're home on the weekend, you're just starting to feel stressed, lie in your bed, watch a movie on your laptop or TV, get a weighted blanket or just a really thick blanket. Like, I'm sitting on my bed making this video because the rest of my room is a disaster, so bear with me. But this is a very thick duvet, and for me, that's just enough. It's thick enough that it's just lying on my body, and I feel so much calmer after just lying in bed. So, if you want every little trick and tip I can possibly give you, comment and tell me, hey, what are more things I can do? And I'll make a series, not a series, but like I'll make a bunch of different videos and I'll put it on a playlist for anxiety. Tell me if you want more about anxiety and what you can do to help yourself. But living with anxiety isn't just stress. When I hear people say that, it makes me so frustrated. I'm like, said the word like again. I get really frustrated because anxiety and stress, they're completely on two different spectrums. Don't even think of them in the same sentence. People with anxiety, it doesn't just go away like stress does. Anxiety is there. It's like stuck to you like a super glue. My other thing is, if you see someone who's just kind of like sitting off to the side, yes, go and talk to them, but if they're just kind of being quiet and shy, they're probably having anxiety. Like, there are times where I'm just really anxious and I'm at an event with friends, and I just kind of sit to the side just trying to gather my attention, gather my thoughts, and they're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm just like, nothing. I'm not saying nothing because I just want to be left alone. Like, I know people, they're trying to figure out what's wrong, but people with anxiety, half the time, they don't even know what's wrong. So if someone's saying nothing's wrong, just give them a little bit. They'll probably come and tell you later. So just like give them that time and space to breathe and realize, okay, the universe isn't imploding, the universe isn't exploding, I'm good. Okay. But that's my version of what it's like to live with Asperger's. Anxiety. Whatever I'm supposed to say. It's really late. Not really late, but it's later at night. I just got home. I decided to just get this video filmed and out of the way. So I'm messing up my words tonight. But if there's anything else you want to see, comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what you want. I will try and do it. And yeah. Before I go, there is a link that I will attach. If you like this video or you like the stuff I do on my channel, there is a website link I will attach. It's called, I call it Ko-fi. It's Ko-fi, I believe. It is something I've seen from other creators, YouTube creators, and I'm like, I thought that would be interesting for me to try. It basically, it's called coffee because it allows people who watch my videos to like it, who liked it and want to help me with, I don't know, day-to-day bills or even life. They call it give your creator a cup of coffee. So it's like the minimum dollars for a cup of coffee is $3. So it'll be like, don't help your creator. And if there is a video that you want me to do and you're totally going to that website and helping me out, either way, I'm gonna try and make it. Because I love my viewers. I love everyone who watches my channel, and I'm really, really grateful for them. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, comment. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.